Kauai ka vai olohia o ka hualoa. Kokohi ka vai puhia e tu aloha e o mai. Kauai ka vai olohia o ka hualoa. Kokohi ka vai puhia e tu aloha e o mai. Vai mapuna alei ka poli. Pahei ka vai lohia e tu aloha e o mai. Kaomi ka vai mapuna alei ka poli. Pahei ka vai lohia e tu aloha e o mai. kaili e inui ka vai akena e tu aloha e o mai Puhe moi ka vai vela vela o e hai ka ili e inui ka vai akena e tu aloha e o mai
All right, we're ready to start. Aloha, to start our ceremony. We want to welcome our guests who come from Tennessee all the way here to participate. They've made this sacrifice to come to Hawaii to be with their very dear niece. And they're very important because they're going to be there. You know, they're there with their love and their friendship and their counsel and their good advice, always to make this such a very successful marriage. And of course, we have our beautiful bride, our dashing groom, and then we got this amazing place out here, this amazing outdoor setting here for this very wonderful event. So I think we need to herald it in with the sounding of the conch shell so we can, just like if we had a big event, a big race, big dignitary coming, we want to herald it in with the sounding of the shell, a very auspicious beginning. And we have two lovers coming together in matrimony, exchanging vows and exchanging rings and making this commitment to each other today. So, you know, a very wonderful event to celebrate. And I'll even chant, I have a Hawaiian blessing, has a very beautiful English translation, and then we'll talk about our ceremony this evening. And you've been together, you said, for 3 years, so, yeah. And you've been together 20 years. So we picked out a reading to go along, and we'll share that with you, and then we'll have two sets of vows this evening. We'll do one set of intentions, and one set we'll exchange those wedding rings. And then let you guys catch a beautiful sunset, and I'll whisk you off in your limousine. We have to hold those notes. They said we don't want to scare the neighbors. Sometimes they think they hear those sirens. The tsunami's coming. They're a little tsunami shy here, but I told them, I warned them ahead of time. Wave of love, not water. It's a love wave. But before I start, the sun is starting to set here, but I have to tell you, this bride is as bright as 1,000 suns here. So we're going to have to deal with all that radiance tonight. Yeah. You can handle it, Vadym?
I have the shades in my pocket.
Yeah, if you need them, put them on.
I will.
This is a lot of effulgence here to deal with here. My glasses are tinting already. Here's a little Hawaiian. Kamalama lama o keakua e ho'oponi mai o ko. Kamano keakua e ho'opakeli mai o ko. Kealoa keakua e malama mai o ko. Makahi oko e. Heliakua ai, he akua noi. Translation. The light of the islands surrounds you, and the love of the islands enfolds you. The power of the islands protect you. The presence of the islands watch over you. Wherever you are, the islands be with you. And we are gathered here this evening to participate in the most sacred ceremony of matrimony, where two souls unite as one by the divine bond of love, and always retaining their unique individuality. Both Maysha and Vadym will become one in purpose, or in other words, in a mood of selfless service. They will seek every opportunity that life presents to fulfill each other's needs and to increase each other's happiness. For love is indisputably the most blessed and cherished gift that God has given to us. It's often said that pure love is the very highest goal we can attain, for it's this love that has been sought after by all people in all times and in every culture of the world. For we cannot purchase this love for any amount of money, nor can we force this love to appear, but rather this love will manifest itself in the lives of those who are somehow worthy. And although we may never know the exact reason for love's presence, at least we can try to understand how to maintain and to protect this most precious gift. In fact, a very careful cultivation, we can experience the growth of this love expanding endlessly and bearing divine fruits of many varieties. And yet, on the other hand, mere neglect, inattention, or taking this love for granted is a sure way to have it elusively slip away before we've even realized it has departed. So here we are in a very beautiful tropical island. You're coming here for the first time? Yes. You've been here before?
No, first time.
So, you know, you come here and you just kind of walk outside and there's scented flowers come falling out of the trees. You can smell the ginger and the jasmine, the tuberose he's wearing, and the palms are full of coconuts, and there's orchids everywhere, and beautiful gardens are planted. Very heavenly place. And this volcanic soil here is very rich, and so many people plant very beautiful gardens. So many crops flourish here. And tonight we need to start a marriage garden of your heart's desire. And just like in those gardens, you're coming from Connecticut, so maybe around June you can put something in the ground, if you're lucky.
Yes, if you're lucky.
Maybe middle of June. But you know, you put the, when you first start a garden, you have to get there right away, watering and weeding and fertilizing. And most of all, you know, you need to be giving that garden that love and devotion, that special care and attention. That's what really makes it grow and makes it thrive and makes it flourish. And you have to be out there right away. So you put that seeds in the ground, and we notice the first thing to come up with those young seedlings, the weeds get in there right away. They're just like a cancer. They just want to just take all the life out of that garden there. But good gardeners know what to do. They grab those weeds, they make a big old pile, they burn them up, they get them out, they toss them away, they get them as far away as possible from their very beautiful garden. And whether you're in Tennessee or Connecticut or here in Hawaii, when you see a very a beautiful set of grounds, it's a very beautiful garden, you see the owners out there. And they may dress kind of funny, wear different hats and shoes and kind of funny clothes, but they've always got that little weed fork in their hand, and they're pulling out those weeds, so their gardens are always very full of life. So if you see any of these weeds come growing back towards that marriage garden, you pull them out of there before they even get a root in the ground. Now, as gardens start to grow, then they start to become so attractive to a lot of outside elements. You get, you know, all kinds of critters and animals and insects of all varieties when they get into those gardens. But as good gardeners, you know what you got to do. You got to get out there, and you got to fence, and you got to spray, and you got to be very vigilant, very diligent to protect that garden. But I don't know, you just turn on the news any day, and there's some kind of storm coming, there's some kind of weather, and that whole crop can go down on the ground. But as good gardeners, you get out there, you get down to your hands and your knees, you pick it up, and you shake it off, and you restake it up, and it starts to grow into a beautiful and a bountiful crop. It's not that you can just take a handful of seeds and toss them in the ground and expect to grow a big old garden. You just get an old weed patch, an old bramble patch, just an old scruffy lot on the side of the road. But that marriage garden grows because of that love and that devotion. And tonight, we see this love and devotion manifested in the both of you on this day of your marriage ceremony. Now you, from the Atlantic side, the Atlantic's a very beautiful body of water, a little too cold for me, but very beautiful, very rugged. But when you get out here to this part of the Pacific, it's a whole new ball game. It's like turquoise and aqua and teal. I mean, so many colors of blue, I can't even, the spectrum is amazing. And you get those beautiful sandy bottoms, the light reflects off, and those waves are breaking on the reefs, and you've got beautiful offshore islands, and then the landscapes are full of cascading waterfalls. It's a wonderful sight out here, and I think it's a very beautiful place to launch a marriage vessel, and I think we need to launch one this evening out into an endless sea of love in these very beautiful eternal waters. We need to make you the co-captains of this very beautiful ship. We'll make it a big sailing yacht and let you sail to your heart's content. As I said, you may just find yourselves a beautiful reef and want to go swimming with fishes and turtles and sea life of all varieties, or you may just find a beautiful beach. You go ashore and build yourself a fire. You just, end of the evening, you may just want to find a nice lagoon and drop an anchor and spend the night, or sail to your heart's content. But you know as well as I do, hurricanes do come, stormy weather comes. You got to keep your eye on that horizon. You never know what that weather's going to do out there. But as good captains of the ship, when that weather starts to kick up, you get down below and you stow the gear. You literally batten down the hatches, like they say. You make the ship tighter. You put on that foul weather gear and you get up there. You sheet in your sails and you grab that wheel together and that compass and you weather through stormy seas. You look at these guys over here. They're seasoned sailors. They know how to handle that ship. They know if the weather gets rougher, you lash yourselves in there, you know. But the standing order on deck is you do not abandon ship. You stay on board. You weather through storms. As you look out here in Hawaii, these waters, even when they get a little up, they're warm. You're good swimmers, you can probably make it ashore. But the reef out there, guaranteed, it'll take down the biggest of ships. So you stay on board, you weather through, and you continue on this very beautiful, eternal journey together. So what then is that timeless secret for maintaining and protecting this most precious treasure of love? Well, experience has proven you not only share this love between yourselves and the Lord, you must share with all your family and friends and all the people you work with and serve with, all your neighbors and all the people you meet, wherever you travel to in this world. So in the true sense of the word, you'll remain married happily ever after. So I chose a little bit of a reading here, and whether you've been together for 3 years or 20 years, several decades there, spanning many centuries.
We'll catch up.
Yeah, there's a catch-up. So it goes something like this. They have not fallen into love, but have built their love moment by moment, sharing the bitter and the sweet, their laughter and their tears, their dreams, their tomorrows, to become one, not through the strength of promises made, but through the strength of promises kept. So it's been said that marriage is not a destination, but a journey where happiness is found along the way, not at the end. So you, Maysha and Vadym, finding that happiness means a promise to share your lives generously and enthusiastically each and every day, to listen when the other talks, and talk when the other needs to listen, to be strong when the other needs strength, and compassionate when the other needs assurance, to bring laughter when the other needs to smile, and somehow even in the smallest way renew that love and appreciation you have for each other with each new day. So remember, a good marriage just doesn't happen, but it must constantly be created. So it's those little things that are important. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's never forgetting some roses, a little candlelight and slow dancing, and it's never taking each other for granted. But remember to say that I love you each day. And you stand here this evening ready to take this step because the both of you have realized that you belong together and you found in each other a source of happiness and laughter and love. So cherish and nurture this love that has brought both of you together so that it will continue throughout your lives. And your vows for each other, they're coming from your heart. So bound by triumphs and failures experienced together, you meet the challenges and the pitfalls of life ahead as two spirits and minds, living and learning and loving as one. And again, every day that you live, learn how to receive this love with as much understanding as you give, and continue to find things within yourself so that you can share them with each other. And do not fear this love, have an open heart and sincere mind, and be sincerely interested in each other's happiness. Be constant and consistent in your love, and from this comes all security and strength, and all this love deeply becomes a part of this on this day of your marriage ceremony. So try to commit yourselves fully and freely to each other, and before you are joined in marriage, in my presence of these family, friends, and witnesses, to remind you the very serious and binding nature of the relationship you're now about to enter. And at this time, if you would give the bouquet over, we'll have you face each other to say your vows.
I am done.
Okay.
That's not your vow.
No.
Okay. Vadym, if you would hold her hands and look her in the eyes, we're going to start with our first set. Hi, Vadym. Repeat after. Hi, Vadym.
Hi, Vadym.
Accept you, Maysha,
Accept you, Maysha,
as my wedded wife.
as my wedded wife.
I promise
I promise
to always love you,
to always love you,
to remain faithful to you,
to remain faithful to you,
and I promise to embrace
and I promise to embrace
every opportunity
every opportunity
that life presents
that life presents
to strengthen
to strengthen
and to expand
and to expand
my love for you.
my love for you.
Give her a little kiss. And Maysha, looking Vadym in the eyes, would you repeat after me? And I, Maysha,
I, Maysha,
accept you, Vadym,
accept you, Vadym,
as my wedded husband,
as my wedded husband,
And I promise
and I promise
to always love you,
to always love you,
to remain faithful to you,
to remain faithful to you,
and I promise to embrace
and I promise to embrace
every opportunity
every opportunity
that life presents
that life presents
to strengthen
to strengthen
and to expand
and to expand
my love for you.
my love for you.
Give him a little kiss. Did the helicopter drop the flowers?
I wish.
Now, in just a moment, we're going to exchange these wedding rings, and these rings symbolize your love for each other, and they are a reminder of this day and the vows that both of you have said very wonderfully from your hearts and unbroken. They'll encircle your fingers as your love surrounds this entire beach this evening with no beginning and no end. Now, the rings represent your joint purpose in life, but they also represent the uniqueness that each of you brings to this union. So, Vadym, at this time, would you take the ring, and I'd like you to go ahead and place it onto your bride's finger. And holding her hands and looking her in the eyes, would you repeat, on this day,
I marry
my best friend,
my best friend,
the one who shares my dreams,
the one who shares my dreams,
my life,
my life,
my love.
my love.
Maysha, I give you this ring
Maysha, I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my love
of my love
and my devotion.
and my devotion.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I join my life
I join my life
and my soul
and my soul
with yours
with yours,
to cherish
to cherish
and to protect you
and to protect you
as my wife
as my wife,
with all that I am,
with all that I am,
all that I have,
all that I have,
forevermore.
forevermore.
Another little kiss. They're good at this. And Maysha, at this time, would you take the ring and place it onto Vadym's finger?
Okay. Let's see if I can slide that on there.
And that looks like a fit.
That's a good fit.
And looking him in the eyes, would you also repeat, on this day,
On this day,
I marry my best friend,
I marry my best friend,
the one who shares my dreams,
the one who shares my dreams, except for the timeshare,
my life,
my life,
and my love.
and my love.
Vadym, I give you this ring
Vadym, I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my love
of my love
and my devotion.
and my devotion.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I join my life
I join my life
and my soul
and my soul
with yours,
with yours,
to cherish and protect you
and to cherish and protect you
as my husband,
as my husband,
with all that I am,
with all that I am,
all that I have,
all that I have,
forevermore.
forevermore.
Another little kiss. We're building up here. There's nothing. Okay. So with these vows, you have confirmed your commitment, and let these wedding rings symbolize your marriage pledge to lead your lives in a spirit of love and respect and trust. I've got a little prayer I'd like to share with everybody here and back home. Dear God, out of this world, two souls that found each other and their destinies shall now be woven into one design, and their perils and their joys shall not be known apart. Maysha and Vadym, may your home be a place of happiness for all who entered, a place where the old and the young are renewed in each other's company, a place for growing and a place for sharing, a place for music and a place for laughter, a place for prayer and a place for love. And may those who are nearest to you be constantly enriched by the beauty and the bounty of your love for one another. May your work be a joy of your life that serves the world, and may your days be good and long upon this earth. Amen. And in conclusion, may your days and years ahead be filled with vision and joy and romance, and may your love be a sanctuary and a place from which you draw strength to lead your lives with enthusiasm and imagination. And from this moment on, you continue to be each other's best and truest of friends. So now, in accordance with the laws of the state of Hawaii, but most importantly by the power of love you have for one another, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may share a really big kiss. We give you a big round.
dream of dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I? Upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Way